Sketch tape.
All right, guys, new sketches for this week. Here we go. Best ideas, come on.
We've been working on this idea. Think of like
Hey, where's your pens? This is a writing room.
well, it's all in
We
our
wrote
heads.
our ideas down already.
Ah!
Anyway, 80s infomercial. Think about it. Are you tired of regular sex noises?
Oh,
Get this. Yeah, get this. And the guy puts in like a CD or like a tape or something. Funny if it was a tape, right?
So you
and
got
it's
German sex
and it's
noises.
like, we're introducing German
I can
sex
stop you
noises.
right there.
for
Infomercials.
1995. Normal
You can
sex
have-
noises. We
you
can just
have
keep it
like,
going. Like, kind of like,
Italian, like, ooh.
yeah. Oh, hello, mamma mia.
I'm not feeling it. Let's, new idea, come on.
Let's go.
Come on,
Yeah,
guys.
I
Let's
got
keep
one.
thinking here. Let's hear from you, Wes.
So there's this cat. His name is Pickle. He comes from the big city, London, right? You know, he's got an accent. Hello, I'm from London. And he goes into Canada, and he's got to adapt to Canada culture.
Yeah.
And he's
Fish
like,
out of the water,
hello, I'm
story.
from Canada.
There, so we got one in the bank.
Yeah.
Got something else on here? Guys got any more ideas?
All right, okay.
We got a lot of ideas.
It's like a cereal commercial.
All right, let me hear it.
All right.
Right. So picture like a bowl, a cereal bowl on a kitchen counter, right?
Cereal like the kind you eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, kid's sitting at the table. He's like, Mom, I'd like my, 4-leaf clover for breakfast. Why is it called 4-leaf clover?
It's a bowl of dicks.
Yeah, man.
Four dicks.
5 dicks.
Four?
Five.
Five.
That's
Five.
the thing. 4-leaf clover, 5 dicks. Just add milk.
I don't like it. I don't like the dicks. I don't like the bowl. I don't like the in the bowl. I don't like anything about your skit. Wesley?
Yeah, I got another one. So there's this guy, and he has this dog. His owner.
What?
Does this dog talk?
He does.
No, I like it.
And so he's got to feed himself. He's like pouring the kibble into his own bowl. And he's
So it's like taking care of itself.
Yeah,
I like it. Wesley. Okay, so
Oh,
Wesley
thank
saves the day.
We can't all come up with fucking talking cat kibble ideas.
Wait. You guys got some good ideas for me this week?
Sure.
Wesley, get these buffoons some pens.
Pen.
Guys,
boys?
pens. Pens,
You
writing.
go.
I hope your ideas are better than your pen situation here. Come on. All right, what do we got this week?
Okay. All right. First guy to ever invent bread, okay? It's 1,000 years ago or whatever, right?
Historical
Right.
period piece.
Big loaf of bread comes
big
out,
loaf.
and he just cuts off a piece for his wife. Goes up to the woman. She's like, "What is this?" He's like, "It's sliced bread. It's the greatest thing since.
Since what? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Since.
What?
Since.
Doesn't make
It's
sense.
the greatest
No
thing
one's gonna
since.
understand
Since.
since.
It's an expression. It's the joke is the
That's
expression.
a word. I don't
Since.
get it. Since.
It's the
what?
greatest thing since.
Since
He's
what?
got a loaf of
Since
sliced bread.
sliced
Wesley,
bread.
save us.
I got.
Ah.
There's this cat. He's like a player. He plays the field.
Yeah.
So he goes to bars, picks up chicks,
Sexy kid.
and so he brings her back. Doesn't realize she's clingy, one of them clingy types. So she keeps calling him, texting him. Where are you, bae? And he's like, whoa, what did I sign up for? And it just goes off. like that.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's a good
Okay.
one. All right, Wesley, thank you. But if you guys could come up with something
It's
nice.
another animal thing.
Come on.
How about this idea? 2 writers.
Good
right?
writers.
Good writers.
Really good.
Pitch a sketch to their boss.
Okay.
Like they really gotta explain to him.
Is there cats?
Well, maybe.
It's 2 writers. They're
Could be a
pitching
cat. Could be a cat. Okay, keep going.
They gotta pitch the sketch to him, but he doesn't get it. He doesn't think it's funny.
It's like,
he keeps picking dumb ideas from the moron.
Right, so we
and
got,
the writer.
we got a
the other
funny
guy.
boss. A funny boss who's good looking. Funny
Dumb boss. No, it's dumb. He's stupid. He's like
Yeah, stupid, good looking
Stupid
boss.
like a fucking door.
dirt. There's
Yeah.
dirt, and then there's like rocks, and he puts
Right,
the dumbest
right.
boss you've ever seen. He's dumb as dog shit.
Okay. Okay. I get it.
But he keeps taking the.
Why did it
Okay, maybe we're not
It's
explaining
not a
it right.
sketch.
All right?
It's not a sketch.
Picture this. Close your eyes. Picture this.
All right.
2 sketch writers.
Really good writers.
Really good writers pitching sketch to their boss. All right.
The
But
boss
he
is
keeps
stupid.
dumb guy.
Real
they
dumb.
keep explaining the sketch to him
Over and over.
and he doesn't
and
fucking get it.
Sounds
right?
slow.
He keeps picking ideas
fast.
from this other dumb writer in the room, right?
over. Yeah, amateur.
Okay.
Okay.
He's like, that get
How's this
pinched,
funny?
got pinched.
It's funny because the boss is stupid. Everyone likes to make fun of the boss, right?
Right.
Dumb boss. Oh, okay.
Right,
Yes,
dumb
sir.
boss.
No, sir, right? And then the 2 writers are like brilliant, right? And then their ideas keep getting shot down. And then it's just like, yeah, like here we are.
So, it's about a sketch.
Okay. Picture
this.
Picture this, they say to him. 2 sketch writers are pitching a sketch to their boss about pitching a sketch to their boss, who is a fucking retard. On a good day, On a normal day, he's a fucking bag of shit. Okay?
Bag of shit.
A stone, dumb, IQ'd piece of dog.
IQ of zero.
He's mean,
He
he's
can't.
spirited.
He can't pick up a fucking.
No, people don't like the boss. They make fun of their bosses, right? The bosses are stupid. You're not listening.
You're not listening. Picture this. Two writers, dumb boss. Okay, two writers pitching a sketch
Keep it
to their
simple.
dumb boss.
All right,
That's
the
all it
audience
is.
can understand.
Any
two
more
guys
simple,
writing.
and you'd be dumb as a rock.
They're pitching the sketch over and over, explaining it to him through his thick fucking skull, but he's so dumb that he doesn't get it.
He doesn't get it.
Yeah, it's funny,
I
right?
don't get it. I don't get the sketch. I don't get it. I don't get the sketch.
Two sketch writers pitching a sketch about. Oh, two writers pitching a sketch to a dumb boss.
I don't get it. I don't get the sketch.
Two pitching writers are pitching a sketch to their fucking boss who's too stupid to get that they're pitching a sketch about two writers pitching a sketch.
I don't get it. I don't get the sketch.
You get it?
Do you get it?
It's about a sketch.
You're not listening.
You're not listening. Two sketch writers are pitching a sketch to their boss about pitching a
Any more
sketch.
simple, and you'd be dumb as a
They
rock.
gotta pitch the sketch to him, but he doesn't get it. Picture this, they say to him. You're not listening.
The
But
boss
he
is
keeps-
stupid.
dumb guy.
Real
They
dumb.
keep explaining the sketch to him,
Over and over.
and he doesn't fucking get it.
You're not listening. Their ideas keep getting shut down, and then it's just like, yeah, you know, like here we are. Listening.
You're not listening.
You're not listening.
You're not listening. That he ends up getting pen stabbed to death because he's too stupid to pick their good idea.
Your idea, this is a bad idea. Bad idea about sketch. It doesn't make any sense. I want something good for you, Wes. I want something.
He ends up getting pen stabbed to death. Get it?
Get it?
Get it? Get it? That he ends up getting pen stabbed to death because he's too stupid to pick their good idea.
Your idea, this is a bad idea. Bad idea.
He ends up getting pen stabbed to death because he's too stupid to pick their good idea.
You get it?
Do you get it?
This is a bad idea. Bad idea.
Get it? Get it?
This is part of the sketch, right?
What does that mean again?
Spin it again.
Sketch tape. Tape.
It could be worse. You could have their job. Oh! It could be worse. We could have their job. You know, I wish I worked in one of those other mines. Like that sodomy mine.
You know what sodomy is?
Yeah. It's when they fill up the coffee too high so there's not room for milk and it spills over the side.
That's disgusting.
Sketch tape.
I am at the waterfront taking pictures because I like flowers. You guys know I like flowers.
Sure, yeah.
Right? Sure. And I'm taking pictures, and all of a sudden, this like head comes up from behind the flowers, and it's this guy, and all of a sudden another head comes up as a girl. So like for sure, like there was like I was taking pictures, and there's two people for sure having like sex behind the flowers. Right? No, it gets better, it gets better. It's gonna. Well, I walk over, and they're like, we need your help. We're working on this position, and we need you to hold him steady because he's still working on some of like his leg strength, right? So I'm holding him, and they're
crazy.
each other. I'm holding him, right? No, and it gets better. It gets better. He's like, I want to try this thing, and then he like stops, and he comes and he misses, and it gets on my fucking ankle, right?
Dude.
Oh, my ankle.
That's pretty gross.
No, and it gets crazy. Gets so crazy. All of a sudden, there's like one of those big like like those tanker ships comes by,
Okay.
right? And there's like cannons on it, and it starts
What?
bombing the shore.
What?
Right, bombing the shore. Like
What?
we're now in a war zone.
When was this?
It's the Russians, and it never made it to the news because Trump. Get this, it gets crazy. Trump is controlling all the media, right?
Get a load of
No,
this.
it gets better. It gets better. So all of a sudden, one of the bombs hits the guy, right? So now
It's a guy?
Yeah, and he loses.
The guy, the sperm
Yeah,
guy?
the guy. He loses his dick, right? So I'm like, first I'm mad about losing a little bit of semen. Now his dick is there. It's bloody, and she gets a cannon, like takes her head off, right? Crazy, her head is off. And I'm like, what do I do? So he's like, give me the head. I'm like, I'm not gonna give you the head. No. And they're like, we got to do something with this. It's like, well, we need like to freeze it. So they're like, okay, well, what kind of like freezing agents do we need, right? So I'm like, well, there's a Shoppers Drug Mart just like around the block, and they might be able to help us. Like we can bring the head, we can figure out what might preserve the head better. But that Shoppers is closed on Sunday, right? Until it doesn't open until like noon. We were doing this in the morning. So I'm going through my phone. I'm like, where's the nearest Shoppers? And we can find this out. They're like, no, just why don't you just like call the Shoppers and just like ask, and maybe there's another place nearby. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, there's the Guardian. There's another pharmacy. We don't just have to go to Shoppers. There's lots of pharmacies. Like, why don't we just start walking? We'll just start walking, and we'll just see what pharmacy we'll probably walk by one, and if we don't, we can always just ask somebody. Anyways, he says, no, that's fine. We'll go home. But I'm like, my battery's dying. Like, if we don't Google it now, like you're gonna be on this own. I can't help you out anymore. Anyways, then my mom calls me and she wants to know how I'm doing. So I pick up the phone. He's like, no, don't talk to your mom right now. We got to figure this out. I'm like, that's true. My battery life is dying. He's like, no, that's fine. We can use my phone. It's like, we can't find his phone. And so I was like, well, what do you know your number? I can call it. And we'll hear it ringing in the grass, and we'll be fine. So I call his phone. We hear it ringing, and it's really dirty. He's really worried about that some of the dirt is probably going to ruin his phone. I'm like, that's okay, because we can probably call the provider and explain to them the situation.
Dude, my provider
because of the
is the
no, it gets better because the bombing, of course, that's like a good excuse. That's a good reason. Like bombing, casting dirt around would be a good reason why the phone would be damaged. Like, it's not his fault, right? They should be able to.
And providers are the worst. Let me tell you.
Yeah, no, it gets better. It gets better because the dirt has gotten into the battery, right? So you take off the thing, and normally you can just reset it. You can take the battery out, put the battery back in, your phone's back up and running. But
Wait,
there's
you get a
dirt
new
in.
battery because you just go down to this.
No, you
Wells
can't get new
Fargo.
batteries unless you go to one of those places you can't really trust. You have to go to the place that makes the phone. Only they make the right batteries. Otherwise, you have to go to a place where they you don't want to go back alley computer shop. You don't want one of those places. Anyways, it gets better because now his battery's dead and my battery dies, and we don't know which Shoppers is open. So we're like, maybe we'll just bury the head for now. But we're like, well, we don't have any shovels, and we need to go find somebody with a
Last
shovel.
time I went to Shoppers, they.
No, it gets better
they
because
shortchanged me
now it gets better because we realized just down a little bit towards the water there's some sand, and the sand we don't need a shovel for the sand, and we were lucky that the sand was. Needless to say, the whole thing was quite the doozy. I like hanging out with you guys.